Hello there, my name's Edmund McCormack.
My name's Anastasia, hello.
And you are watching NeverMind the Rumour Mill.
On Friday, the 6th of May.
Yeah. We have got so much to get through today, including market insights with the actual real Edmund McCormack, OpenSea hack warnings, big tech firms being fined for cryptocurrency involvement, the best ever cryptocurrency meetup. See what I did there, Anastasia. Eh? Gucci, New York, and loads more.
So remember, if you want to stay up to date and be ahead of the latest blockchain news, trends, etc., then please subscribe to our show. So then how the hell are you going to know that Ben's uploaded the new episode then, right?
Exactly. If you're not subscribed, I mean, I'm sure other YouTubers ask you to click that little bell as well. I won't ask you to do that, but subscribe, you gits. And very quickly, we're not financial advisors. You should know that by now. Maybe you're new to the show, though. So if you're watching me now and you're thinking, I'm going to put my life savings into whatever this long-haired hippie weirdo says next, you're an idiot. And sorry, but if you're just watching along for a bit of infotainment, get ahead of the trends, and then you're going to go do your own research off the back of that, we can be friends. Okay. And speaking of educated opinions, we'll have Ed coming up in a short while. But first of all, Anastasia's updates. What's been going on since we last spoke?
Yeah, so starting with the total amount of Ethereum staked into their consensus layer has reached 10% of the total supply, indicating whales and big holders are looking to the long term. Founders of BitMEX, including Arthur Hayes.
Arthur Hayes. No, I've only ever seen it wrote down as well, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first crypto futures platform have been fined $30 million for, being ahead of the market and launching their platform without properly adhering at all the pointless red tape.
God. Doesn't pay to be ahead of the competition, doesn't it?
Sneaky CZ. He couldn't get as many inches in Forbes as he wanted, so he bought a share in Forbes. CoinMarketCap is the same. And now Twitter. Seems CZ has snuck on the Musk buyout deal somehow.
Never. Oh, sneaky CZ.
Yeah, OpenSea's official Discord compromised in a phishing attack that stole at least $18,000 worth of NFTs. Yeah. The last one, I like it. Gucci baby, yeah.
Gucci. Yeah. Ooh.
Gucci. At the end of May, the Italian fashion house Gucci will launch a pilot project to test the use of cryptocurrencies as a means of payment.
Ooh, and not trading advice, but I'm sure I've read somewhere it's Shiba and Doge they're looking at as well, isn't it? So
I don't have money to buy Gucci anyway, but I'm happy for those who's got.
Oh, well, I'm sure if you put up a tips address, I'm sure you'll find some fans all buy you some Gucci eventually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We promise to arrange something for our audience.
Hey, it's not asking audience, but, if you felt kind, I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
Just in case. Moving to governments and laws, Sputnik Georgia reports that the vice president of the National Bank of Georgia announced that the bank has begun drafting a law to regulate the use of cryptocurrencies in the country. Yeah, the development of the bill of this cryptocurrency will be completed by autumn, as they say. And South Korea, I think that I mentioned it on our previous episodes. The ban on ICOs will be lifted. The recently elected president in South Korea plans to pass the full-scale reform on legislation that regulates the circulation of cryptocurrencies.
Excellent. Well, speaking of serious insights and laws and regulations and very serious educational stuff, I finished having a conversation with Ed about 5 minutes ago. So we're going to do a very weird time loop thing where we're going to cut back for you 5 minutes ago. And then we're going to come back to us like that conversation happened after this one. I mean, thank you very much for filling in for me the other day.
You're alive.
I know, I appreciated the obituary, but I tell you who didn't appreciate the obituary? My old mother. who phoned me after the show
Oh.
went out to make sure I wasn't actually dead. So, hi, Mum. Yeah, you can thank our Ed for that. But yes, let's get on with this, because I know time is precious for you, sir. I mean, what a bloody day we've had in the markets today. What the hell is going on? Give us some insights, buddy. I don't know. What's happened?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can look at. One is that just the general market taking into fact that there's going to be some new changes happening. I mean, look at Bank of England announcing that they're going to be raising rates. Here in the US, there's a lot of concern around what the hell these rising rates are going to mean now for an economy where our GDP is pulling back. So it's going to be interesting. The inflation number that everyone's going to be looking at comes out next week. So I certainly would expect that the number is going to be around where we were in February and March. But if it exceeds by any material amount, I think we're going to see another sort of contraction. And this is where things will get interesting, because we're already at a very hairy price point for assets like Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the crypto markets, as you always come back to, don't you? Obviously, everything bleeds into the next thing, and just global economic conditions are tumultuous. But yeah, I mean, is there any positives we can take from this situation looking out? I mean, possibly, is this as bad as it gets, or?
I can't say it's going to be as bad as it gets. There are a couple of positives. One is, if you look at where some of this pullback came from, a lot of it has to do with liquidations. So you're looking at some of these exchanges where people were just over leveraged. It's not a bad thing that some of that sort of gets out of the market. It gives us a little bit more stability. But I think what is really encouraging is you're seeing, news coming out of LFG, which is the Luna Foundation Guard, buying about $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Gives me a lot of hope. And for me, though, I still would take a more prudent approach and not go all in as we head into the weekend, where you can see a lot more volatility.
Yeah, couldn't agree. I mean, obviously, it is a case of obviously my opinion isn't as educated as yours, sir, but if I was going to tell you what I was thinking before you started, I'd have been thinking a much simplified version of slow and steady.
No, don't downplay yourself, especially with this your beard shaved. You're looking like a younger Jimmy Savile. Now, I've just watched one half of this 2-part documentary. Right now, he sounds like a delightful gentleman. So I think this goes sideways. I don't know. I haven't seen the second half yet, but.
So big news today, big news of the day. NVIDIA, I've only ever seen that word wrote down as well. NVIDIA. They've been fined. They're in trouble. $5.5 million, I'm reading.
Yeah, it seems they reported growth in its gaming business in 2018 and knew those sales were driven in significant part by crypto mining, but it didn't disclose that.
Okay, so I mean that's kind of like saying if I opened I don't know, this is a bad example, but dry cleaners, and then I started playing good music, so people came to my place rather than somewhere else, that I'd have to disclose that I'm a DJ or a nightclub now. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Stupid laws. Yeah. Laws are stupid. Right, well, speaking of actual more stupid laws, obviously we've spoke about the Bitcoin mining ban in America, but I've just this second read New York won't consider this Bitcoin mining ban. They're not even going to consider it. Yay, go New York.
I think that they heard Eugene reading Sailor Moon's letter on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, that must be it. But who couldn't change their mind after seeing that, right?
We have a great news. Everpoint Metaverse Realverse Party.
Yes, of course. A little mention for the bosses, and I mean, it's big news really over in Bali on the beaches with the sun and sand. I mean, if you want to meet me virtually, you probably need to get a bit of a life, to be honest. But I'll be at the metaverse version of the party tomorrow, sadly not in Bali, and there'll also be lots of other good reasons to attend as well, apart from just me. Yeah, but I'd rather be in Bali, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Bali. Bali. You like Bali?
Never been. Wish. I wish.
Oh, you've never been. Me too.
No.
Don't look straight. I wish I was there. So now I don't want to read about it anymore. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess that's the end of the show then, really, folks. I mean, we've got through a good time today. We were punchy for you because we've been droning on a bit. But yes, let's just very, very quickly scan for some new news stories. Let's see if there's anything breaking and new and unscripted to go over in the last 5 minutes. Difficult to dethrone global crypto hub, says Dubai ambassador. Crypto rug pull project has just rug pulled for $1.35 million. I'm sure we find out the name of that before we do an outro. Day of the Defeat project. So if you're holding anything with Day of the Defeat project, get the fuck out. Before everyone else does, basically. Yeah, Kiwi saying, yeah. So Hoskinson's advertising again. No, I think that's most of it, to be fair. So yeah, give us an outro. And again, I haven't filled in the blanks, so you're gonna have to make it up.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone who listened to us. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please remember that we are not financial advisors, even though we are very nice and seem, maybe I hope that we seem a little bit professional.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've been a little unprofessional today just because it's been a bad day for the markets, hasn't it, really? But yeah, hey, I've got a drink to help me get
still, yeah. Still, if you like the show, please subscribe on our channel. Please like the videos, bring your comments, and do well, because that's what good people do.
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
a
I
good
say
person.
Always.
You are a good person. So just
Just
do it, please. This show is just made for you. Like, honestly, it's not made for all those other people who watched it before you. It's made for you. Bye.
Exactly. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye. Bye.